Hello, students. I welcome you to the English class and I wish you a very happy new year. We are meeting here in 2021, isn't it? And a very interesting topic I'm going to revise with you, that is story writing. In the examination, children, this time, why I felt I should revise with you, children, because in the examination this question came and many things which I would like to share with you about story writing. I think you don't know, or you must have missed the class, or your internet must have slowed down. Okay, whatever is the reason, but many people was they were not able to do that question. So I thought that after the examination, when your school will open, I will discuss this lesson with you. So children, I'm going to revise the lesson story writing. Okay, so first of all, children, everybody know what is a story, isn't it? And you must have heard lot of stories, you must have read lot of stories from you must have asked your school librarian to give the storybooks of different writers, isn't it? So this story is not a new word for you, but actually you should know what is a story and what is a story writing. Okay, a story writing, children, is an art of writing, okay, that required a lot of imagination and communication skill. So what a story writing required, it required an imagination, creativity and communication skill. Children, you won't be able to write any story until and unless you will think. That means you will imagine. Then only you will be able to write the story of your own. Okay. So, first of all, it requires the art of narrating things in an interesting manner. You should know, children, it requires an art. It requires an art in an interesting manner. Okay, the art of narrating means to explain the thing, children. Various situation, various events, various character, you should know how to explain it, narrate it, describe it, isn't it? You will be given either the introductory lines or some hints given in the input or both. Now children, this is a very important point of the story and this is the thing which I want to focus it here for you people. Now children, first of all, try to understand two things. In fact, three things in story writing. I have told you just now what is a story. So a story is an explanation or imagination and the creativity of the child. And he had to describe each and everything in the story. But then children, this is the point which I would love to discuss with you. Children, first of all, story, there are two type of composition in the writing section. One I told you is a short composition and the other is long composition. Okay, so our story, right, this is generally of 50 words and this we write in 120 to 200 words. The word limit can be 150, 120. Okay, so children, story writing comes in the category of long composition. Okay, story writing comes in the category of long composition. Okay, this is short composition, this is long composition. Story writing comes in the long composition. So children, a story writing is an art that requires an imagination and lot of communication skill. Now I was telling children, story writing will come in long composition. That means children, your word limit will it will more than 50 words. Generally the word limit of the story is 150, 120 to 150 or 150 to 200 word. It is written in 3 to 4 paragraph. If you will write less than that, you will be having your negative marking here. Okay, now children, let me tell you two type of thing will be given in the story writing. Okay, so like in your one will be the hints, the introductory hints will, three types of hints will be given children in the story writing. Try to understand. One is the introductory line. Okay, so what type of hints can be given in the question? Okay, in the question children, an introductory line of the story. What is the introductory line of the story children? Any one line children of the introductory, that means the first line of the story will be given to you. Like you can say children, once upon a time a monkey was there living on a tree. Once upon a time a monkey was there living in a tree. So this is an what is this? This is an introductory, okay, lines. Sometimes children hints are given. So many hints are given, okay, in a box or without a box. This is known as inputs. Input. Okay, here lots of hints will be given to you, and by taking this hint children and using your own idea, this is very important. You have to use not only you have to take the ideas or hints from here, from the input, but you have to use your own idea to write a good story. Okay, now the third which came in your examination this time, a picture was given to you. Okay, what was given to you? This is known as visual input. A picture was given. A picture will be given. Okay, you have to see that picture, and children, that is known as visual inputs. That is known as visual input, which was given to you this time. Okay, now let me tell you children, you can see this picture is there in the book. You can see the picture is there in the book. Can you see the picture? This picture is there in the book, and you have to see the picture. You have to write the title also, and you have to write the by taking the help from this picture children, you have to imagine and you have to write a wonderful story. Okay, so children, this time children, we have given the hints also, we have given the picture also in the question. Then also many people were not able to do that. Okay, and such children, because you people never think, you people never read, whatever you are writing you just take the help of the net. So children, first of all, reading is very important for the writing section. Whatever you read, it gives a thought, it gives a food to your thought. Okay, like food is very necessary for a body, reading is also very important for writing and thinking and increasing in communication skill. So never children, never refuse when somebody tells to read. Read maximum whatever you can read. In one day you make a habit that at least you will read 200-300 words. It can be your newspaper, it can be from your course book, it can be anything, storybook, anything. But make a habit that you should read. The more you will read, the more you can write in very nice manner without making any grammatical error, and lot of spelling knowledge also you will be gaining as you will be reading. Okay, so this time children, what happened, the question came on visual input. Visual input means children, any picture will be given to you, any picture, and you have to see, you have to frame it into a story. Okay, so this is the story writing, and in the examination children, you will be given such type of question, like you will be given hints. Now giving hints and by seeing picture, many people children misjudge. They are in this concept that they have to elaborate those hints, they have to take only those hints. So it's very wrong conception. You don't have to take hints, you have to use your own ideas also. 50% hints and 50% your idea should be there. Then only you can frame a good story, then only you will write a good story. Okay, now children, every writing section has a format. So children, every writing section have a format. So story writing also have a format. So first of all, let me revise what is a story. It's a children, whenever we imagine, where we create, and when we narrate that thing, okay, it requires the art of imagination, creation, creativity, and narrating. That is a story writing. And children, sometimes you will be given visual inputs, sometimes the hints, sometimes both. Like I've given in the example both. I've given you the hint also, I've given you the introductory line also. Remember, the story was that a person was sitting in front of the candle, and that candle was a magical candle. He was told that you have to use your candle only when it is required. Okay, but he is in the picture, it was shown that the candle is lighting and he is simply sitting. That means he had already lit the candle. That means he was not a good person, he was a greedy person. He did not listen that those words what was said to him. Okay, and children, on the basis of that, you have to develop the story, okay, on the information given in the input or the introductory line. You have to develop it on the same theme or intended by the introductory line by the input. You can't go against the stated theme. Now, children, before starting, you will be telling you the important feature of a good story. Okay, so children, I will be telling you the important feature of the good story. Okay. So first feature, children, is a you have to children, you have to need the it requires an art of narration. What is narration? That means, children, explanation in detail of something. And children, in sequence, you have to discuss the you have to write the story. Okay, a sequential order leading to the final conclusion. Now, children, a sequential order. Sequential means that in children, whole 3 to 4 paragraph, it should be in sequence. And what children, this is a very important part in fact, not only in the story writing, but in all the writing section. That children, a sequence should be there. When we write a story, a sequence should be there. To reach to the end point, it should be start with a sequence. It should, what should be there in the central, what should be there, the concluding line of the story. Okay, everything should be there in the sequence. Give expression to your third point. Give expressions. Lot of expression should be given to the story. Fun, that, not simple just write a boring story. Okay, so you have to give a lot of expression, then only your talents will be shown to the people. Children, the important lines is the beginning line and the concluding line. Okay, both the beginning and the concluding line must support the main part of the event described in the story. We should, children, always pay attention at how to begin the story, how to end the story. Both are very important. Not only the beginning but the ending part of the story is very important, and it should support the main story. It should support the main story, main system of the story. Like if a unity should be there, unity is a best policy, and if you want to write the story of that old man who was having 4 sons, so how you will write it? Once upon a time an old man was there. He had 4 sons. See how I'm starting the story. We will never start the story 4 sons were there, they were very greedy. No, proper introductory line should be there. Okay, you should know which color, which expression should be there in the beginning and at the end. You can start, children, end of the story. You can also write so many thoughts and also ideas, flowery language you can write. Okay, but your story should be in sequence. So these are the main feature of the story. Now I will be telling you about the format of the story. So now, children, I will be all the writing section, they have a format. So in this story also I will tell you about the format of a story. This I think many people don't know, because you did not, those who have written also, they did not wrote according to the format. What type of story you get? With hints, without hints, only with the introductory line, with a picture. In the picture form, you have to see the picture if to write the story. Whatever type of story, children, you have to write, you have to write in a particular format in your examination. So first, children, the title of the story is a must, and title of the story, and children, the marks is there on the title. Then you have to leave one line and you have to write a story in 3 to 4 paragraphs. Then, children, moral of the story. Okay, half marks. This also contain half marks. Okay, so both the moral and the title, it is very important. Whenever you write a story, children, you have to write the title of the story. Okay, you have to write the story in 3 to 4 paragraphs. And children, you have to write the moral of the story. Title of the story, 3 to 4 paragraph. Here you have to write introductory paragraph, then center main paragraph, then concluding paragraph, and then you have to write moral in the form of a thought, or with nice word you have to end your story. And it should always should be there according, the moral should be there according to the theme of the story. Otherwise, children, your marks will be less. Okay, so this is the way we write a story. And children, according to CBSE, since our school is related with CBSE, we always have to follow the word limits. 150 to 200 words is there in the test. In the UT2, you will get 120 words or 100 words story, because the time is less there. Okay. So now I am going to give you a story. One question we will discuss about story writing. So children, one story I am going to read. Okay, you see this story is a hint also in the picture form also. Okay, so I'm going to read the question. I will show the picture also. I will write the hints. I will tell you about the hints also. Mahesh wrote only a few lines and could not complete the story he wanted to write. See how nicely the question is also starting. Mahesh wrote only a few lines and could not complete the story he wanted to write. Taking help from the given input. Now children, what is given input? I will show you right now what is given input. And basing it on the beginning, Mahesh made to write a complete story. Now children, you have to, Mahesh has to write the complete story. Okay, now I will tell you, just see what is the, children, this you can see, children, you can see this. Okay, children, can you see this picture? This picture, the story is in the picture form. Okay, the story is in the picture form, and you can see, children, a box is there. A box is there in the story. This is known as visual inputs, and the title of the story is there. Now, the story always, so children, here it is a picture, visual form is there. Here you can see the box is there. This is also known as, children, input, and this is the title of the story. So children, I think I've shown you what type of, about how you will get your question in the examination. Like in this examination, you got in the pictures form and you got in the hint form also. Okay, now children, first of picture you have seen, and now what hints, children, it is written in the input. Let me tell you, a box is there, and in that box hint is there. X fell down into river, could not swim. Okay, the children, the story is starting something like that in the box. A woodcutter was chopping down trees on the bank of the river. His hands were so much wet with his sweat that he lost his grip. Then children, dash dash dash. Now the outline is started. Axe fell down into river, could not swim, unhappy at his misfortune, and wept. God of forest appeared, promised to get back his axe, dived, came out with an axe of gold. Not mine, not mine. The woodcutter told, no, it's not mine axe. Dived again, came out with silver axe. This time also the woodcutter told, no, this is not mine axe. Dived again, came out with woodcutter axe. It was an old, dirty wooden axe. This is my axe, truly honest. Now children, the god was taking his examination, taking his test to see his honesty, and God felt he is a truly honest man, rewarded all the 3 eggs to the woodcutter. God told, no, you take all the 3 woodcutter. This is the reward for your honesty. Okay, so a very nice story. Children, you can see the picture once again. I'm telling you, this is the picture. The goddess is giving the eggs to the woodcutter. Okay, and now first thing, children, here you have to write the title of the story. As you can see, this is the format. Title of the story in 3 to 4 paragraph, and then you have to write, finally you have to write the moral of the story. So now children, we have to, now since we know that this story is related with honesty, so we have to write a nice title related with honesty. So honesty pays in the long run. Honesty pays in the long run. This is the, what is this? This is the title. Now you have to leave one line here and you have to start your story, okay, in 150 to 200 words, okay, and then you have to, children, write the moral of the story also. So how you going to start your story? Have you ever thought how you are going to start your story? A woodcutter was chopping, or you can write once upon a time, or you can simply write a woodcutter. Now children, try to write a story in past tense only, it's good. A woodcutter was chopping down trees on the bank of a river. His hands were so much wet with the sweat that he lost grip over his axe. It slipped away from his hand and fell down into the river. It slipped away from his hand and fell down into the river. The poor man could not even swim. Now children, the woodcutter was very sad. He was not even able to swim. He thought that his axe was lost forever. He thought that he had lost, now that since the axe had fallen into the river, so he thought that his axe has fallen, he has lost his axe for forever. He was very sad at his misfortune and started sobbing and weeping. Children, he started sobbing and he started weeping. Suddenly there was a flash of light. Suddenly what he saw? A flash of light was there, and a very beautiful goddess of forest appeared before the woodcutter. The woodcutter was not able to believe. She asked what was the matter. The woodcutter explained what had happened. The god consoled him. She told, "Don't you worry, I will get back your eggs for you." Having said this word, she dived into the river. Now, children, one thing is very important in story writing. And what is that? Children, whenever something will say anything, that words you have to put in the inverted comma. That words you have to put in the inverted comma. Like here, don't you worry, I will get your eggs back for you. Now, children, these are the exact wording said by the goddess. So, this wordings we have to write in the inverted comma. This is very, very, very important point. So, the god consoled him, comma. Now, in the inverted comma, what she told, don't you worry, I will get back your eggs for you. Close the inverted comma and put full stop inside the inverted comma. Having said this word, she dived into the river. After a few moments, she came out with an axe. The axe was made of gold. Is this yours? Now again, children, is this yours? This is her own exact wording. Okay. So what you will say, is this yours? He asked, she asked, and he said, the woodcutter said, no, this is not mine. Now again, no will be written in the inverted comma. And children, exclamatory marks. That means I mean to say, children, in the story writing, punctuation is a must. Punctuation is very important in the story writing. So, having said this word, he dived into the river. After a few moments, he came out with an axe. It was made of gold. So, now children, you have to write here inverted comma and question mark also, because the question is being asked by the goddess. What she is telling? Is this yours? She asked. Full stop. The woodcutter only said no. Now children, no is said by the woodcutter. So you have to write this word in the inverted comma and you have to put exclamatory mark. A few seconds later, she came out of the river with another axe. It was made of silver. Again she asked, is this your axe? Now this again you have to write in the inverted comma. And children, remember children, whenever you will start inverted comma, the first letter should be written with a capital letter. Okay. Is this your axe? The woodcutter said, no. Again in the inverted comma, no, comma, no, comma, no, sir, this is not mine. In the inverted comma, said the woodcutter. He dived again and came out with a third axe. The woodcutter cried loudly, looking at the axe. And children, this time she bought the third axe, the old axe of woodcutter, and he told, again in the inverted comma, yes, comma, yes, comma, it's mine, the woodcutter axe with an iron blade. Close the inverted comma. The god of forest was impressed with the woodcutter's honesty. Now, woodcutter's honesty, apostrophe will be there. She told again, children, she is telling something. So this again, this dialogue should be there in the inverted comma. Keep all three of these eggs as a present from me. Close the inverted comma, put full stop. So children, you can see how punctuation mark is very important in the story writing. The god uttered these words and disappeared. Okay. So children, what is the moral of the story? We should never be greedy. Okay. Or we should be honest in our life and which will make us satisfied and happy. So these two, this is the short, this is much better than the second one. But in second one, children, everything is there in all the themes is there. Okay, everything what a story is there is about, everything is there in the story. Okay, so this is the way to write a story writing. So once again, children, that story you have to write in the homework now. Okay, so you have to see how you have started your story, you have to see how you have end your story. And children, you have to see, children, what are the things, children, you have to follow, what are the things which you have to write in the story. Okay, you have to imagine the more and the most important thing, children, the sequence of the story should be there. Then punctuation marks, when dialogue is there, you should write those dialogues in the inverted comma. Then children, you not only, children, your paragraph should be sequence wise, your whatever you are writing in the paragraph, that is also should be sequence wise. So with this, children, I end my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. I hope you have understand and gain a lot of knowledge about story writing.